All right, welcome back. Let's keep going. Okay, so the 2x2 table, let's talk about the 2x2 table. So the 2x2 table is essentially a way for us to represent the occurrence of a disease, in relation to the exposure. And this is the setting in which is most often used in epidemiology, right? But we could also use it in other settings too, where we're looking at one variable and the next, right? Where you have maybe a binary variable where has this person had his bath today? Yes or no? Has this person had breakfast today? Yes or no? So that's another way that we use it, a binary variable of some sort or a categorical variable of some sort. In which case you can think about like a Venn diagram where it's not mutually exclusive. A person can fit multiple categories. They can either have the disease and have been exposed, or they might not have the disease and have been exposed, right? Or they might have the disease and not had the exposure. So an example could be smoking, and smoking is a very, very good example to present this. So smoking and lung cancer, right? Not everybody who smokes gets lung cancer, and not everybody who has lung cancer was a smoker. Okay, so a person could have lung cancer, and be a smoker. So a smoker who has lung cancer will fit here. Yeah, so you count the number. So if you have a population of maybe 10,000 people, and you know the smoking status of everybody, and you know whether they have lung cancer, right? If you have maybe 5 people who had lung cancer and who were smokers, then they will fit here. And maybe you have 200 other people who are smokers but never had lung cancer. Those will go here. Okay. And then you might also have people who never smoked, but some of them had lung cancer. Maybe that's 50 people, right? And then you have all these other people who are left who, didn't smoke and never had lung cancer, and they will go here, right? So essentially, if you add this A, B, C, and D together, you will get the total number of people in the population. This is really a 2x2 table. It's just that straightforward. And you can add the totals on the ends, right? Which is basically this A and B, which is everybody who was exposed. And this one is C and D, which is everybody who was not exposed, right? And you can add A and C and B and D. All right. Any questions? I know someone asked for 2x2 table, but I want to know whether this is as far as they're interested in, or do they want some more detail or exactly what clarification they need? Yep. Should I keep going? All right. So we also used the 2x2 table to motivate the chi-square test. And so instead of using A, B, C, and D, we use this nomenclature, D1, D0, H1. And that's because we can then use this nomenclature in this formula. This is the formula for chi-square, this one. That, and we can use that, just plug in the numbers, and then you get the chi-square, and then you can read this off in the statistical table. And you remember I said that all of these statistical tables, there's the online version, right? That you can just plug numbers into a website and it'll give you the p-value. Okay. All right. So let's